So do you create the actual inverse mold?
So
You don't carve this out?
no.
No.
So
Okay.
what we do is we start with the finished piece
Okay.
that we want to duplicate.
Good.
We cover it in a thin layer of clay. Mm-hmm. And then over that clay, we cast plaster on top. And that plaster, it becomes what we call a shell.
Ah, okay.
So we put the plaster on top, wait until it hardens. We shape it in the ways we want it to be. We need it to be strong here so that it won't flex. We need holes here so that when we pour our mold material in, it has a place to go
Goes in.
but also sprue holes for air to evacuate. So once this is completely set, we pull it off. We remove the clay. Mm-hmm. Then we put it back on top, and we pour the mold material inside. And the space where the clay used to be
Then
is the mold, and that is this. So then
nice.
when that sets, we take it off again, and here is our mold ready to cast new plaster into. And it will make an exact duplicate of this original piece.
And also the thing about the clay as well is because it's so thin and it's flexible, so it's able to get it out of the mold. Because if this was just a big block of material, it would be almost impossible to get all these little details and undercuts to
Right.
come out right and have it not break into pieces while you're pulling it out.
Yeah. Great. I get it. I don't know if I'd be good at it, but I get it. I do. Can you tell us where some of these are from?
Well, Eugene can. He's the historian.
Actually, these there's a happy and a sad face. Those are actually from the Pabst Theater, Comedy and Tragedy. They're on the front of I think the secondary balcony.
So have you noticed in the Pabst the angel
Yeah.
with the,
Oh, you mean on the newel post at the,
no,
at
there's
the base of the stairs?
that line the at the Pabst Theater the angels that line or kind of support, they look like they're supporting, and the one
Right there and say that.
well, this probably isn't going to make air, just so you know. So it looks like they're supporting the balcony, and there's these angels like this, and the fourth one from the end, has a penis, and kind of a large penis,
Not surprising.
and the rest of them don't. So it takes it. You've got to like it's like go look for the penis, and you can find it.
Well, that little angel sitting on with his leg down there.
Yeah.
That is from the Pabst. He's at the bottom of the main staircase.
Oh yes.
And he has a
post.
penis too.
Oh, he does. Oh.
You can put a fig leaf on it. These pieces up here where the guy has his hand in his mouth,
Yep.
those two are actually copies of the Northwestern Rail Station that was torn down in the 60s.
On our lakefront.
Yeah, there are these terracotta pieces that were all around the outside edge, and one of my uncle's friends, I guess they were throwing things in a dumpster. You could just go grab whatever you wanted, and his friend grabbed two of the terracotta pieces and brought it to my uncle, said, make copies of these so there'll be more of these in the world. I want mine back.
Yeah.
And we've had them ever since. And there's some pieces from the museum, the guy with a sort of curly face there.
Oh yeah.
We used to make pieces for the Milwaukee Public Museum, which were copies of pieces they had for the gift shop back in the 70s and maybe into the 80s, I think.
A lot of religious work.
Yes, we do a lot of repair work for we work with Stempers. They're a religious goods store on the south side.
They're good people.
You're very good people.
Yeah.
Well, I think my grandfather worked with his grandfather. We've known each other for a long time, so they'll bring in statuary with usually broken fingers or missing fingers or
Yeah.
a whole hand barely there.
Yeah.
So we'll repair them and put them back together, and then they paint them and bring them back to life.
So another thing that you might be interested in,
Yeah.
these three pieces came from Rufus King High School.
Oh wow. Built in probably the 20s.
Well, that's probably right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, we got a call, this was back in, I want to say the 90s. We got a call from the principal that they were redoing the library, and they had one of these sort of on, the four directions on these pilasters. and they were going to be torn out and thrown away. So the principal called us and said, can you guys get here, take these down, you can have them, you can make copies if you want. And we even said, well, do you want anything for this? And I said, no. Well, how? And we even gave them the option, well, if you ever want to do fundraising, we'll make you pieces for free that you can sell at a fundraiser. And never did hear back, but glad that these are still existing. Otherwise, they would have ended up in a dumpster.
Right.
And are these 3 original pieces that were only there? Are they anywhere else? That
I don't know. There may be.
I've never seen them anywhere
I've never
else.
seen them. So
There were an amazing number of skilled craftsmen in those days who would make original designs for everywhere they went. So there are some motifs might be repeated, but this particular work, this may be original to that place.
So that's you,
that's me. Yes.
not George Walker,
No.
or an attractive saint.
Well, no.